Hello, I am Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam. So today is Friday, July 22nd, 2022. Do you believe it's already the 22nd of July? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Friday Sews is a hashtag started from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I love her channel. She's so great. Alright, so what have I sewn this week? Well, I was working on 3 shirts. So let me go ahead and grab the pattern. I left it behind my computer because I filmed these on my laptop because it is the best option for me. So I have this pattern, Simplicity 3789, and I basically do that view, but I make the sleeves the length of that view there, because they all use the same sleeve template. You just have to choose which size you're going to do. So I'm making this pattern. I've made it before, and it was a fabric, I think I made it in 2019. It was a fabric that I got from Chicago at one of the thrift stores. And you know, when I first saw the fabric, I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird. But I decided to use that fabric to make up the shirt, and it is like one of my favorite button-up shirts. I wear it occasionally, but not as often as I probably could. Probably because it's red, and sometimes just don't quite have the right overalls to wear with the red button-up shirt. Yes, I wear overalls like all the time. It is like my go-to. Now, I know a lot of ladies, they like to wear the dresses. And I understand the reasoning. I do. It's because it gives you the relief from the tightening around the waistline. Well, I have chosen to wear overalls for that same reason, because I don't like the waistband tight around my belly. It's just uncomfortable. You know? Alright. So let me go ahead and show you what my progress is. I was hoping to have these finished by now. I was working on them, and I got, like, I'm making 3 of them. And this fabric is fabric that I showed in one of my last fabric hauls. Well, 2 of the pieces, and then the other piece is a Walmart bundle that I picked up. And I decided that I really wanted to just start making those into a shirt. So, you know, you launder the fabric and then you cut it up. And I just had to get it cut up and made into something. So I have part of it done, okay? So I basically have the shell of it done. And I love this fabric. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I didn't. I probably paid too much for it. You know, I don't remember how much I paid for it now, but I'm sure I mentioned it in the video. But anywho, I have this. Isn't that cute? And so I still need to, like, this also counts as part of the facing, so it will fold in and have that button placket down the front. And so it has both sides like that. And then it has a collar. Well, this is a sleeve piece. Oh, and here is the collar piece. I think it's just fabulous. And it just basically goes on, and then you have the collared shirt You know, I could even make one that doesn't have the collar. I could just do like a little like bias binding around the edge. That would be cool too, but no. I am doing the collar on all of these. And then the other one I have, and I have these all at the same progress. So as I'm going, I'm using the same thread and just running it through like assembly line style. So each one is at the exactly same stage. So here's the other one. And it's a little odd, I know. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to cut this one up into a shirt also. And I will wear it. I will. And I also have the collar here. And then the sleeve pieces. And then the other one is from a fabric bundle that I got from Walmart. And it was just one of those ones that I really liked and I just had to get. You know. So I kind of did like place this so it was kind of in a spot where I liked it. But so the back has that big like square on the back. And then it does have like the princess theme lines. So there is a side panel right there. And then the front panel is like a little square. And there's the other side. So I have those at that point. I was kind of hoping to have them done by now, but I went over and visited my friend. Well, she's like a fairly new friend in my neighborhood, and we really hit it off. She has 5 kids. I have 6, but she has 5. I guess it really doesn't matter, but she is just really been fun visiting with her and getting to know her and talking. And so I went over there because at the beginning of the week we were talking and she was telling me that she has a travel trailer and she decided that, well, she needed new new cushion covers for her trailer. And she asked me about it because she knows that I sew, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to do that for you. And so I have decided that, well, I took fabrics over and let her choose which one that she would like. And so we decided on this gray like velvety upholstery fabric. And because it's going to go with like the busy background of the back of the seat cushions. And because those are still in great condition, it was just that actual seat that was like no good. And so this one was like the best matching, and the other fabrics I had were just a little bit too busy for what they're doing, so they chose the gray. And so just bend down really quick, and this is like the old like cover, part of the cover of her old things, where it just kind of is like flaked apart and just like, you know, made a mess. And so I have been trying to get these cushions done, but I realized that I really did not do it the right way, you know. So the other day she did bring me the other cushion cover that she had, because she realized that she still had it, so she brought it to me. And so I have it here. And so what I was trying to do is make it the same way that this one was made, where it's just each these separate pieces that are all sewn together. Well, that is like one of my big mistakes, because what I should have done, and which I would have done originally, before like getting the covers, is I would have just taken, like, this is just one of my squares, I would have just taken it and like folded it together, you know, and put the zipper on the long end like I'm doing, and then like boxed these corners, like boxed it like a little square, put a little square there, and just made it work that way, so that, you know, you got that box and you got those corners. And you know what, if I had done that, I would have been done already, like forever ago, and I wouldn't be experiencing so many mishaps with this. Okay, I am, you know, struggling seriously. So I have all of these other corners done, and they are going great. They're straight, they how they need to be. I've got them done. They don't look like the best, not in my opinion. I'm sure she'll love them, but I am like really struggling. So I'm just struggling on this corner, because each time I sew it up, because I piece it together and it seems like it's straight and it's square how it needs to be, but then I get it sewn together and it's like being sewn at an angle. So when I look on the back side, you can kind of see a little bit of this thread here. It's going like all at an angle. It's supposed to go straight across, and when I do this, this is like straight across. It looks fine. It's confounding, it's irritating, and it's frustrating. So I've had to unpick this corner like so many times. Because it's like, there's just something going on. So I've got something going on, and it's just not quite right. And so I've been struggling with it, and I'm really wishing that I have done like the box corner method instead of those piecing together pieces. I do have one of the cushions like fully done, and it turned out okay. You know, no big huge issues, like the corners are straight and stuff. But this is a smaller one. This is like a 36-inch length one by like 20 inches. So it looks fine. It's great. I am still working on the third one because she has 3 cushions. So I don't quite have this piece sewn together yet. I have had it sewn together, obviously, because I have unpicked it multiple times. Because these pieces just are not lining up. I like cut it out wrong or something, and it's frustrating, and it's not lining up. Like this edge is lining up fine, which is great, you know, it's lined up fine and it's how it needs to be. This other edge, I'll like mark it in the center and I'll go to sew it, but that's because it's like the zipper panel, and it's just not lining up correctly with this piece, and it is frustrating. So I don't know, I'm still working on it. It's kind of like at a deadline, because I do want to have it done before they leave next week, because they are going on like a little family vacation thing to Wyoming next week, and so I want to get it done before they leave. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little frustrating. I will figure it out. I'm like over it. I just seriously just want to, like, you know, it's one of those frustrating things where you just kind of want to give up and start over. But the thing is, I have to use the materials that I've already cut out and have, because I have pretty much cut out all the fabric I have of that fabric. I don't have enough to start over. So what I have is what has to work. So yeah. So I'm hoping she likes it. I'm hoping it's what she expected. You know, I'm not going to charge her a lot for it because, you know, I'm kind of letting her choose what the price is going to be. And I don't want her paying me over what, you know, is a fair value. Because I'm not exactly happy with them. And if I could start over, I would. But I can't. So, yeah. Alright. So, a lot of struggle there. So, what else has been going on? Well, I guess, so today's Friday. So, Wednesday, I sewed for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour trying to get this finished. Like, so I got one completed. The other one I try to work on, and it's confounding and it's frustrating. Like, see, even on this, you can tell that it's not quite lined up. And it was just not the way to do it. So if I had it over to do again, and, you know, using a better technique, I would, like, totally redo it. Yeah. But so Wednesday, when I woke up, it was like 6 in the morning. I laid in bed for maybe an hour watching lovely ladies on YouTube with their lives. I have gone down that rabbit hole. I like to watch the mixed media arts YouTube ladies like Janet Nash and Beck's Creations, and, well, Aunt Beck's Creations, Becky. She does sewing too. She did a Friday Sews today too. And then there's Mary, starts with an A, Artier or something, and then Deb Farrell and Painty Girl, of which is Lori. So they're just new YouTubers that I have discovered. Well, have been referred to me from being in these other chats, watching these lives, that they are great ladies. And I like watching them do their little, like, mixed media art and their painting and just their, like, junk journaling and stuff. I like to watch it, and I like doing that kind of stuff. I don't do it very often, I say, but I do like watching it. And I do have plenty of materials that I could use for that stuff. So, yeah. So I do like watching those ladies, and I enjoy it. And so I've been doing that. But so, let's get back on topic here. I was telling you what I did Wednesday, which didn't lend much time to the sewing room. So in the morning, I got up and I got dressed, and I decided that it was going to be a cleaning day. So basically, I started from my front room and went to my kitchen and then the hallway. Like 2 weeks ago, I cleaned my bedroom. Like, I sweep it, but I had, like, done a deep clean of cleaning the floors and stuff. And, But so I did the hallway, and then I went into my son's room, and I cleaned the floor in there, swept it, cleaned it, like mopped it, and then into my daughter's room and cleaned and mopped her floor. So that took me up until like lunchtime. So we went and ate lunch, and that's when my friend brought that other cover for me, because I can reuse the zipper for something else. And then I came home after lunch. We came home, brought my kids home, and then I started cleaning the back room, like where the TV and the computer and stuff are, which we call the family room, because that's where a lot of the family hangs out, because we watch TV and they play the computers, just hang out in there. So I took several hours just cleaning that, because I took like a scrub brush type thing. It's with a handle. It's one I got from Walmart a couple years ago, and I spent like $3 on it for clearance. And I used that and like scrubbed the floor, and then mopped it up, and then scrubbed and mopped, and that took like hours and hours to do. It was a lot of work because I'm working with a larger space. Yeah. So I did that, and then I mopped the stairs, like scrubbed the stairs and mopped my stairs all the way down to my sewing room, and got that all done. And then I went in and I scrubbed and mopped the bathroom floors, like the laundry room floor and the bathroom floor upstairs. I went and mopped that. So I did pretty much every room in the house. Last weekend I had cleaned my son's bedroom, like mopped that. So I wasn't too worried about going in there and doing that one again. I could have, but I wasn't too worried about it. But his room needs to be swept again. So we did that. So I got that all done. And then Thursday, alright, another like cleaning day. My son has spilled orange juice on the floor, and had to clean that up. But we'd been planning on like reducing the bunk beds into like 3 beds in there instead of the 4 that we had. Because when, like, I guess 6 years ago, because he's 5, when I was pregnant with him, with my 5-year-old, I decided that I was going to make a bunk bed for the bedroom. Because I looked online and I looked at all these like different prices of bunk beds, and I just really didn't like the design of most of them, and the functionality, and just how cheaply they were made, and the cost, that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make my own. So I went down that rabbit hole and I made my own. It was actually like originally a 5-bed bunk bed. So on one end it has the beds, and then it has beds along the side in the corner. So it's just kind of like a little L-shaped type thing. And so I had made those years ago. And then I decided just recently that we needed to reduce the amount of beds in there, and I just need to kind of raise up my son's bed off that floor a little bit so that I can get underneath the edge of the bed, because the wood was just sitting right on the floor of the frame of the bed, and realized that that wasn't the best option, not at the time being, because I really needed to clean along those cracks in the wall and stuff. So we decided that we were going to dismantle part of the bed and lower his bed down And that was a process because I practically had to take one whole section of the bed apart and then put it back together. And he's not exactly happy with me because it seems to be just a little bit higher than he wants. But he likes it though, because then he kind of made like a little pillow fort right underneath the bed. So right there on the floor, he's got a little pillow fort that he's got set up that he really enjoys. But yeah, so I did that most of the day yesterday. Got it done last night, probably about 8 o'clock. Yeah, it took me all day. And so, plus I had to clean along the floor where we couldn't get to before. And so I got a little bit of sewing done. Hence why I'm having trouble with that corner. I don't know. I've tried today and I'm just so frustrated. So, you know, I've been doing cleaning. Hence why I don't have much sewing done, is because I have deep cleaned. Alright. And then today I had to clean up a mess again and sweep. And I'm just like, man, they've got to stop making messes. It's so frustrating. Alright, so, and then a couple weeks ago, I remember I had thrifted and I found like an applique station. Now let me go ahead and show it to you again if you didn't see that. Just 1 minute. Okay, so I tried to pick it up and I forgot that my son had broken that handle. So this is an applique station and it has all these beautiful designs. And it was missing a collar that is vital to this project. You know, it has lots of different collars, but it was missing some. Like this is a paper showing like all the different designs this fabulous machine has. If you can see that so well. But it has all these designs. So I do plan on like doing a tutorial session of how to work this if any of my viewers are interested. But it was missing a collar. It was missing like the 010 collar, which is that number 2 right there. I was missing that collar, and I tried to find one and I looked and it just wasn't coming into view. And so I was a little, you know, and then it doesn't have like the little sheets that it comes with these frames. So I went down a rabbit hole. Oh, and also, I had ordered an extra cartridge to go with this station. So it's a Disney cartridge, which is a Mickey Mouse collection. So it has all these different designs on this little cartridge. And so I had gotten that off a website, and when I bought this, it did already have this cartridge with it, which is just another like alphabet type thing. So basically it just kind of fills in these letters fully. Kind of like this sample J here. But it didn't come with the paper, and it doesn't have very many of these. These are like the vinyl, like plastic, like stuff, transfer sheet stuff that you can like stick it to an item. And I bought this item for like $15, this whole station, which I thought it was really great. Alright, so where I'm leading with that is I did go on eBay and find another applique station, which I really don't need, obviously. But I did go on and find one as I'm like making a mess. The hard thing is I have a pole right here behind, so it makes it hard sometimes. So I did go on eBay and I was looking for the Winnie the Pooh applique station. So I either wanted the station or I wanted the mini cartridge, but I only really wanted the cartridge that goes with this. So that would have all of these little Winnie the Pooh designs. You know, it has so many little designs and stuff with it that I thought it would be fun to have, like, just a cartridge. But the thing is, I couldn't find the cartridge as a single item, and I didn't want to buy a whole nother, like, set that was even more, you know. Yeah. So I bought one that is just the, and I haven't tested it to see if it works yet, because it just came in the mail just a little bit ago. So it's just like a little Winnie the Pooh machine. And when I was looking at the pictures, I thought that these little sheets were the actual original sheets that came with it. Well, it's not. They're just little sheets that they have like traced and put out the little points. So I don't even know, like, I have fabric that's kind of like that, but I don't know if that's what the fabric should be or not. And it doesn't come with the little transfer sheets. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I was ordering it, because it came with the little fabric sheets. And then to come to find out, it's really not what I was expecting. And they don't produce this anymore. So yeah. And it does have a little manual thing. But yeah. So in there it said that like the thread cartridges were like sealed. And it said it was a used product, but that the cartridges shown were sealed. I'm thinking, oh, alright, well, that should mean that I'll have plenty of thread. Well, they're in the packaging, and they have the little thing on the bottom, but look at that. That's not how much thread's supposed to be in there. There's a blue one here. See how much thread is in there and how much thread is in there. So, obviously, there's something wrong with that. Yeah, and I just broke that. Oh well, I can redo it. I'm a little frustrated. You know, I'm a little misguided that, you know, they would say that they're sealed, but they're not. You know, this like, one of the reasons why I got this is so that I would have enough, like, because I saw that it had like 2 of these 10 cartridges, and so it's got 2 which have quite a bit in there, and so I liked that option. And that's one of the reasons why I got this. I probably overpaid for this. I paid $50, and that's with shipping, so that wasn't horrible. I don't know if the machine works yet. I'm hoping it does, because it is like from an eBay seller, so I need to test it out and make sure that it works. I would have liked if those papers were like the original, so that, you know, I would know exactly. So that's a little frustrating. And it doesn't come with the original box, so it just is this box, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But so I will be doing like a little tutorial thing. But I think that would be fun, you know. I'm just not. I just don't know. So, what else? I have just been a chatty Cathy. So, Sherry from Granny's Sewing Room did mention our collab that we're going to be doing. We're going to make the Koda bag by Huff and Cuff Patterns. And I have most of the pieces cut out to make that bag. I haven't sewn any of it up yet, because obviously I've been busy doing other stuff. But yeah, I just haven't done it yet. And so we'll get that done eventually. Alright, well, I think I have chatted your ear off long enough. You're probably getting totally bored of listening to me talk. I know sometimes I start to fall asleep listening to my own self-talk when I watch my videos back. Should I be saying that? I don't care. Alright, well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Stay creative. Talk to you next time.